Hey, what's up guys? Kai here, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VI using no Magicite. And if I sound a little tired and out of it, that's because I am, and I wanted to apologize in advance. But last night was my first night back to work after my week-long vacation, which is exhausting in and of itself. But to make matters worse, I was off for 7 days, I worked last night, I'm off tonight, and then I go back to work tomorrow. So any semblance of a sleep schedule that I thought I might have is completely non-existent right now, and I am just drained. And as such, this video recording is impromptu. I wasn't planning on recording anything today, but at the same time I felt really bad and a little guilty for not updating this LP in 5 or 6 days. And part of that reason lies with me being on vacation. At first I thought to myself, being on vacation is going to be great. I'm going to have a lot of time to knock out some recording, maybe do 4 or 5 videos a day, just boom, 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 back to back, and make a ton of progress. And I'm one of those people, and this is a bit of a confession here, but admittedly I'm one of those people that are really gung-ho about an idea, but when it comes time to actually put that idea into motion, I tend to procrastinate, and one thing leads to another, and before you know it, I'm either wrapped up in other things, or I don't have time to do what I originally set out to do. On the flip side, however, once the ball gets rolling, I start enjoying myself and I really get into it. But the initial task of getting up off of my ass is the hard part. And the other part of the reason is because technically this is my side LP. Right now, my main LP is Breath of Fire, and that's where my focus lies. So I want to finish that before I really start getting into this game more. And speaking of that, we are in the home stretch of Breath of Fire. I would say we have 10 episodes left, maybe 11. So I'm looking to have that done within a week and a half. And then once that happens, the title of main LP will be shifted over to this game, and you can expect daily uploads for this game. And in the words of Yoshi P, please look forward to it. But speaking of Final Fantasy VI, let's pick up right where we left off last time. And what I want to do here is actually give the sneak ring to Locke, not only for the speed boost, but also for the increased success rate of stealing, because I'm going to be stealing a few items here, and you do not need a blizzard sword, because you have no magic. I also want to give him the thief knife for even more speed, and if you took my recommendation earlier and taught him sleep with Siren, then you can use that against this boss fight here to put the boss in an infinite sleep cycle, and aside from the initial attack you take from him, you'll never take any damage. And if you're curious about that tactic, or you want to see me demonstrate it, then I recommend you check out my other LP I did of this game, where I put that strategy to use. However, this time, we have no Magicite, so we have to deal with Android number 24 the old-fashioned way. And the main mechanic here is his ability to use a spell called Wall Change, and what that does is it allows him to change his elemental defenses on the fly. However, he always starts out being weak to lightning. So hopefully I would like God to get at least 1 gigavolt in. There we go. Before wall change happens. And I want to spam drill with Edgar every round, and we should be in pretty good shape. Unfortunately, Celeste and Locke are dead weight. Oh, there's wall change. Now I'm pretty sure he's going to be immune to lightning. Well, not that it matters. But I'm not too worried about this guy. Really, wall change is there to annoy you? Yeah, he's very easy. I mean, I have Gaw in my party, and Gaw just gives no fucks, so whatever. He just breaks the game. Alright, we get a blizzard sword. The other reason I give the sneak ring to Locke here is because we have a bit of a boss gauntlet to go through, and you can steal some pretty good stuff here. I've always wondered what's going through Celeste's mind during this part of the game, Like, what is she feeling right now, being an ex-general of the Empire, now she's working for the returners, infiltrating the Empire, you know? Makes you wonder if she has any doubts or second thoughts as to what she's doing. I know I would. Well, it looks like we found Ramuh's espers, but, well, they kind of committed suicide. Oh well. Nice banana suit you got there, Sid. If you see his character portrait in the newer versions of this game, you can see his ridiculous outfit. Alright, we received a lot of Magicite and some of the best espers in the game, actually. But I'm going to wait until a little bit later to very briefly go over those and give you guys a few tips and strategies I like to use, just in case you're following along and you want to use espers. You see, what had happened was, I turned into a traitorous tramp and betrayed the Empire. Why is Locke freaking out? Kefka! Oh, great. So this whole time, Sid didn't know how to acquire magical power to its fullest extent. But now that the espers committed suicide and turned into Magicite, now the Empire knows. What? You conniving little cupcake. She better not betray us. What's going on? Kefka can't be serious. Celeste can't be serious. This can't be happening. After all we've been through, and we've come all this way. And they die. What do you mean you don't believe me? The screen turned red. That's what that means in old school RPGs. What do you mean, protect us? Hey, alright. She warped away? I don't remember her having that spell. Huh. Well, one thing I've always found interesting about RPGs and cutscenes is that magic works very differently during cutscenes. Uh-oh, that was a load-bearing cutscene. Aw, she made off with my sprint shoes. Sprint shoe stealing succubus. What have you done, you monster? Well, surely Emperor Gastal is going to listen to you and stop the war, without question. Absolutely. Yeah, we better save our game after that one. Ah. Well, that's not completely your fault, Sid. Don't be so hard on yourself. Kefka. Wait, he's alive? Do you mean go or die? Come on, Ted Woolsey. Keep with the consistent translations here. No, he does mean go. We have to get the hell out of here. With a pretty boss minecart escape scene. I know that looks like a pixelated mess to you viewers now, but back in the day, that was high-tech stuff, and we loved it. Thanks for nothing, Gaw. But yeah, one thing I have to say about the iPhone version of the game is that it really cleaned up this scene here. It looks really good in its HD sprite, or whatever you want to call that art style. I will give the game credit where it is due, although it won't be happening very often. You know what? Marshall would be good against these guys. Or Aspic, you know, whatever. So these guys, as you can see, are very easy. You can also meet up with a group of, I believe it's 4 red ones, and in that instance you would want to go with Flash. Wow, Gau's fast. No, still not yet? Okay, well, whatever. Where's Marshall? I really wish there was a way for me to rearrange the rage list so I could put the ones I like to use at the top instead of having to cycle through the entire list every time. But sadly, no such option exists. Reminds me of the Temple of Doom. Must go faster, must go faster, must go faster. Wow, we are not running into the other variation of these guys. See if Flash can take them both out. Nice. Go Edgar. Man, he is such a beast. It's too bad he's gonna lose some of his usefulness here soon. Yeah, mid-game, Edgar kind of starts to plateau off. But we have boss time! Alright. And I want to steal an item from the main body part here. Did I get it? No, I did not. Okay, we'll try one more time. And if I don't get it this time, I will just do it off screen and meet you guys back here. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay guys, we're back, and I got the item I wanted to steal, the Tempest Katana. You can steal that from the main body of this boss, and it is totally worth it. It is a very good weapon for Cyan. So I highly recommend you take the time to acquire this weapon. So let's finish this guy off after we heal Locke, who's gonna die. Ooh, that was close. So what you want to do here is go with, well, probably Aspic or Phoenix down. Okay, not having a healer for this is pretty rough when you're only trying to steal. A single drill can take out the hands, no problem, but you don't want to kill them both because the boss will go into pissy boss mode. So I like to kill one of them just to reduce the damage I'm taking, and then have Gaw switch to... we'll go with Aspic. And then you just want to use single target attacks on the body. Yeah, he likes to counter with that drain attack, but thankfully it doesn't deal a lot of damage. And Locke can't steal because we already acquired the Tempest Katana. Alright, go Gaw. 44 HP. little bit of an inside joke there that no one is going to get except me and one other viewer. Oh well. And we get a tent for our troubles, alright. Boom shakalaka! Yeah, definitely want to put that tent to use right away. And I'll go over the Tempest Katana in more detail soon enough, but just know that it is a very good weapon. Alright, so let's get the hell out of here. On the hum! Now there is a very particular enemy formation that I want to meet up with before we leave here so I can encounter it later on in the belt, and this is not it. So I'll give it one more try on screen, and you guys know the drill. If I can't do it, then I'll just take care of it off screen and bring you guys back after I've accomplished that. I don't want to go too far south. No? Okay. I will be right back. Alright guys, I think this is the enemy I'm looking for, the Chaser. And you want to meet up with it when it's by itself like this. You will see why. At least I hope this is the right formation. Yes, it is. Because it turns into 3 of these guys. And again, I just want to... Oh, shit. Okay, Edgar's alive. What? Really? Alright, evidently you have to wait for all of them to be on screen, even though it targets all enemies anyways. Thanks a lot, game. Thanks for giving me reflect? Not like I have any heal spells to bounce off, but whatever. So yeah, that's the enemy formation I wanted to run up with. Unfortunately, Gaw bit the dust on that one. But it's a good thing I stocked up on Phoenix Downs, or Phoenix Downs, as they're pronounced here. Okay, now let's get the hell out of here. Hey, Setzer, what's up, man? Poor Locke, he really wanted that traitorous booty goody. Crud. Does anyone even say that word anymore? Probably not. What are you gonna do to stop us? What? I don't think now's the best time to be playing the crane game. But what about Celeste? We can't just leave her here. Once again, Gaw has... Oh, maybe he might. Yeah, sort of. I was gonna say Gaw has no dialogue, but whatever. Wait a minute, what the hell, game? How are 2 stationary objects preventing us from flying away in our airship? How does that even work? Well, anyways, yes! Wow, first try. Holy fuck balls. I'll go over that in just a minute, guys. So, Setzer has joined our party, and he has the special ability of slots. However, slots suck, unlike Gigavolt, which is very, very good. So the Debilitator here is a new tool for Edgar, and you normally do not get this until the second half of the game. However, as you can see here, you can steal it from the crane on the right, although it is a very rare steal. I think the common steal is a Bioblaster. So it might take a little bit of luck. But anyways, you can roll the slots here, and a couple of them are rigged, like the 3 diamonds and the 3 chocobos. You can usually get those every time as long as you get the first slot to be a diamond or a chocobo. Now, if you don't get a combination, you get the Logomorph, which does absolutely nothing. And I might have to kill Gaw if he keeps using Gigavolt. Yeah, Sensor's gonna die. Shit, we all might die, actually. Yeah, Slots, useless. Setzer, useless. And after this battle, I won't be using him in my party. If I can even survive this battle. Fucking Gaw, really? Oh, shit. Okay, let's try this again. Blue Thief got Potion. No, that's not what I want. There we go, Locke. I knew you could do it. It only took you 9 tries. But we have the Debilitator, and what that does is it allows Edgar to assign an elemental weakness to an enemy at random, which I think is a really cool idea, and I like the concept behind it. And this is a perfect opportunity to put that to use. Remember how the crane on the left absorbed lightning? Well, let's see if we can change that, shall we? He is now weak to thunder. Alright, now we can use Aspic Rage and have nothing to worry about. Iron Ball, that's the same attack from Chrono Trigger. And this Logomorph is the same rabbit from Final Fantasy XIV if you fail a ninjutsu command on your ninja. Get that little rabbit that sits on your head for a little while. So yeah, this battle turned out to be a little bit more difficult than I anticipated. Let's try some more oh, I'll show off his regular... Oh shit, am I gonna get 3 bars? You could pause the game over and over and over again so you can manipulate the slots to get what you want, but that takes too much time, and even then, I don't think Setzer is worthwhile. Man, it would be nice if Gaw would actually use Gigavolt, but oh well. Whew, made it out of that one alive. Barely. Yeah, normally you don't get the Debilitator until much, much later in the game. But well, if you have patience, you can get one here now. And it could be useful on some bosses. Actually, that might be very useful in this LP since I won't have access to all the elemental spells right away. The only downside, of course, is that the weakness is assigned as random, so I'll have to think about that. Oh yeah, Terra. Throat's getting a little dry, raspy. Sorry if that last segment there sounded really bad, viewers. You guys know I always strive for audio quality. But I just took a sip of water, so hopefully it's better. Whoa, it looks like Ramu was right. What's going on? Father? Wait, what? Terra was raised in the Esper's world? But how did she get here? And what does that make her? And how did she become an officer of the Empire? You guys will just have to wait until next time to find out. But until then, as always, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good day. Take care.